everybody. Terry Nance, and I want to welcome you to the Armor Bearer Awakening. I pray you're having a blessed day today. And as I always say, something good is going to happen to you today. I release heaven's blessings over your life. If you enjoy the broadcast, be sure, of course, and subscribe to it. Send it to anyone you can think of right now. I just really, we're getting close to the 1,000 mark of those who are watching. We want to break that. So I just pray, just send it to everyone you know, and let's get on up there to our subscribers. And then we're just going to believe that pastors are going to get a hold of this and just release it into their congregation. I'll tell you what, it'll change the attitude of the church. Attitude is everything. It creates the atmosphere. And when our attitudes come in and people have the heart of the armor bearer, you're going to watch the Spirit of God because it creates unity. And remember, Satan is not scared of a big church, but he is scared of a unified church. Now, I'm teaching out of the book, God's Armor Bearer for the Next Generation. I encourage you to get this. And I'm talking about the inner circle armor bearers. And we were given some points here, really, what an inner circle armor bearer is all about. Now, this really has to do with those who are around the pastor, that you're, especially on staff and others. You may be an elder, you may be a board member, whatever, but you're around your leader more than others. You are there to support. An armor bearer, you're going to have to follow the orders. And if I use that word, just, understand how I'm using it. Your pastor's going to ask you to do something. And that is an order. He's asking you to take care of it. And what you have to do when your pastor and your leaders ask you to do something, you need to do it immediately. This is real simply, and you need to follow it in the best that you can and do it in the spirit and the heart of your leader. I'm reading from page 97, in order to be a good leader, you must be a good follower. And being a good follower means taking care of things quickly and efficiently. If you aspire to become a leader, then the one who you serve today must be able to depend upon you to carry out his directives. The following are some simple things that we do. I always ask any staff or anyone, if I'm talking to them, I said, would you make sure you write this down, put it on your phone, get it in your note list or whatever, because you will not remember it. There's too much going on. Write it down. I know that you may think, oh, Pastor Terry, what a great revelation. But I tell you what, it's a revelation that'll save you. Because when your leader asks you, has that been taken care of? Oh, I'm so sorry, I forgot. Well, that doesn't need to happen because, they're dependent on you to get it done. That is one thing. Whenever I met with my leader, of course, in the early days, you're talking about the 80s and the 90s. It wasn't until the late 90s that we started getting cell phones and all. So in those days, you just didn't have them. So I always brought a notebook. And what I would do, he and I would talk. And he said, Terry, I need to take care of this. And I'd write it down. And if he gave me 3 or 4, I said, okay, what's the most important? What's the first thing you want me to do? And I'd put a check. I said, okay, I'll have them done. And I would go. Now we had a missions department. My wife and I we had so much to do, but I put my stuff over to the side and I would line this out and I went after it. I made sure within 24 hours it was done. And if it wasn't done, he had a note from me on his desk stating, this is what's being done right now. And I will get with you on this. And so far, I still have to get this one done. I let him know communication is so important. And here's something simple. But when you talk about communication, if your leader does not, if you don't communicate with them, they're not going to know where you're at. And if you don't understand what they're asking you to do, don't say, oh, okay, I got it. And if they ask you, do you understand what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. No, you don't. Ask them to explain it. Make sure you've got the right directives. You've got the right information so that, number one, that you will be able to get it done and get it done in their spirit and their heart. They are shepherds. You're a shepherd. You have a call of God on your life. You're a shepherd in that body, but you're also an armor bearer that is lifting up your leader and standing with him. But no one represents him to the people the way the inner circle does. You guys are the ones, or ladies are the ones who go out and you minister to the congregation. You have to carry his heart. You got to carry his directives. You got to carry the Spirit. And so you better make it clear that you know exactly how they want it done and exactly how it needs to be taken care of. So that way there's no understanding. And then this is the last, but here it is. Treat it with the highest priority. That's what I was talking about, laying mine aside and putting my leaders right here and making sure they get done. And it is not that I didn't have enough to do. I had plenty to do. But I want you to know it is about honor. There's nothing more that's going to minister to your leaders than honor. Give them the honor that they deserve. You know, honor is everything. If you honor a person, you'll pull their revelation into your life. If you dishonor them, it'll flee from you. What you honor, you pull to you. You bring it into your life. So honor the men and women of God in your life. Honor those around you. Honor your pastor and your leader, and watch what God does in your life. Father, I just release the peace, the grace on the Inner Circle armor bearers, and I thank you, Jesus, for just touching their lives today. Be encouraged and go ahead and say it. Something good is going to happen to me today. God bless you.